It's not to me, Mario. Hello, everybody. My name is Dee, and I'm streaming out of Humboldt County, about Humboldt County, to Humboldt County, and anyone else who cares. And I am going through a study book right now for complete strangers because my heart is to learn, and I hope we can all learn about our history and our Constitution. There's a lot of narratives and there's a lot of things that are coming out right now that are very confusing. Some things are true, some things are not. I think our history is where we all really need to be looking in your own community too. When I started diving in, all these books behind me here on this corner right there are Humboldt County books. And I love to read and I love to share stories about Humboldt County. So hopefully this winter I'll get to dive into some cool stories and share more. But for now, I'm hoping this will be a 10 minutes. Well, now it's going to be 11 minutes for sure. I just want to do some quick 10-minute Constitution blast to get it out in the airwaves on X. I just want to say I've been on YouTube for most of the last few years during a lot of this stuff. And we have a really good community there in YouTube of people that want to learn. And I'm testing out the X waters. I've been on Twitter since 2016. I don't follow a lot of people. I don't want to follow a lot of people. I'm not on TikTok, Telegram, or what's the other one that's just popping up lately? It's too much information. I'm trying to focus on streamlining and condensing the information that I get so that I can know what is going on in my community. This book, I wanted to always read this little introduction for this. So far, I'm already on a 12-minute stream, but that's okay. It's still going to be quick. And I made these two little cards, so I'm not going to say question and answer every time. Hopefully I'm going to be able to do two things at once, which is read the question and then the answer and then do this thing. I'm hoping I can do that so I could be kind of entertaining for you guys. I've painted my face for the circus, so let's go. The beginning of this, I want to say this little paragraph that they have here is very convicting. And I want to always start this study with this little paragraph here, but let me pull it up on my screen for you guys too. So, are you smarter than an 8th grader in 1828? This is what 8th graders had to actually pass to graduate. They had to know all of this stuff. So that's why I thought it would be kind of fun to go through. I might have heard a door. My mom might be coming in. We'll see. So, yes.
Howdy.
Hi, Mommy. You want to say hello to people? We're learning the Constitution.
No.
Give me a kiss. I love you. Say
hello,
hi,
people.
And you love the Constitution, right, Mommy?
Yes, ma'am.
That's right. Mommy trained me right.
That's right.
There's Devil Dog. Hi, Devil Dog. Okay. I'm the best.
Dog.
Oh, Mommy says hi, Devil Dog. You know she loves you too. Okay, let's see. I really love this paragraph. Let me get it up so I can share with you guys. It is a most convicting paragraph. You know, we should know our history. When I started really diving into my community's history, I can't really explain to you what happens when, how do I find this again? Shoot. When you just start to learn your history, you know, there's just something, there are connections that are made in your own head that nobody else can make for you. Okay, that's just the reality of that. Okay, so where I left off yesterday, let's get there. This is on the, hi, Apple Dumpling, good to see you, honey. This is on the archives of the Library of Congress. Oh, there's the preface. Okay, let's read this paragraph. I'm 4 minutes already. Okay, yesterday's was 14 minutes. Today's might be 14 minutes. I might be pipe dreaming to think I could get my whole spiel out in an hour. Okay, here we go. That people living under a free government, which they have themselves originated, should be well acquainted with the instrument which contains it, needs not to be proved. Were the system indeed very cumbrous and extensive, running into minute detail and hard to be retained in the memory, even this would be no good reason why pains, should not be taken to understand and to imprint it upon the mind. But when its principles are simple, its features plain and obvious, and its brevity surpassing all example, it is certainly a most reprehensible negligence to remain in ignorance of it. Yet, how small a portion of the citizens of this republic have even a tolerable acquaintance with their own constitution. Okay, so let's get into it. Yesterday I read up to question, do I know? We stopped just short of the revolution. We answered one question. Yes, there it is. Okay, what's weird is it's different on this paper than it is on mine, obviously. Let's see. Did I go past? What the heck page am I on? We're not all the way here. What happened there? I don't know. Okay, let's see where I'm at. I do apologize. I'm very much not a professional, just so you know. Okay, here's where we left off. Page 8. We left off on the American Revolution. I'm going to begin asking the questions now. 10:06. Okay, at 10:16, I'm just stopping wherever we're at. This is a 10-minute blast of Constitution. Please do me a favor if you want to learn. Put this on when you're doing your chores. Put it on at bedtime. I don't care when you put it on. I understand it's not easy to retain information if you're busy, but you know, I want this over the airwaves. We need more about our Constitution and our natural law. Nature's God, God's natural laws. Even Christians don't have this down. We're about to see the Republican side get all torn up now because both of these sides have been dirty and corrupt. So let's just learn our history so we can deal with these people, right? Okay, here we go. Now we're on question. Let me see. I hope I could do this right. I have a feeling I might mess this up, but just bear with me, okay? Here we go. When we speak of this war, what do we call it? We call it the American Revolution. What do you mean by a revolution? A revolution means some great change of government, and we ought ever to remember ours with ardent gratitude to God for such a blessing and with lasting love and reverence for those good, wise, and brave men who went through such dangers and sufferings that their country might be free. When and where did the War of the Revolution begin? At Lexington and Concord, villages near Boston and Massachusetts on the 19th of April, 1775. How long did the struggle continue? More than 7 years. When did it end? On the 21st of January, 1783, when a treaty was signed at Paris, acknowledging the independence of the United States. Question: why is the 4th of July kept with such public rejoicing through all parts of the United States? Because on the 4th of July, 1776, the colonies first declared themselves free and independent. From that day, the independence of the country is reckoned in our public proceedings, though it was not acknowledged by Great Britain till 1783. What was the change produced by the Revolution? The different colonies became each a free state, having power to govern itself in any way it should think proper. Had not one state any power over the other? None at all. All the several states might have remained entirely distinct countries as much as France and Spain. Did they? No. Having been led to unite together to help each other in the war, they soon began to find that it would be much better for each of them that they should all continue in its farther prosecution, and accordingly they entered into an agreement which was called a confederation, in which they made some laws which they all agreed to obey. But after their independence was obtained, finding the defects of this plan, they called a convention in which they laid a complete plan for uniting all the states under one general government. This plan is called the Federal Constitution. On this great plan or constitution and the safety and happiness of the United States does, under Almighty God, mainly depend. All our laws are made by its direction or authority. Whoever goes contrary to it injures and betrays his country, injures you, injures me, betrays us all, and is deserving of the heaviest punishment. Whoever, on the contrary, loves and keeps it sacred in his country's friend, secures his own safety and fathers the happiness of all around him. Let every American learn from his earliest years to love, cherish, and obey the Constitution. Without this, he can neither be a great or good citizen. Without this, his name will never be engraved with honor in the pages of our history, nor transmitted like that of Washington, with praises and blessings to a late posterity. You say that in a republic, the laws are made by certain persons whom the people choose for that purpose. Who makes the laws in our republic? The laws which concern only one of the states are made by persons chosen by the people of that state, and who, when met, are called the legislature, the General Assembly, or the General Court of that particular state. Those, for instance, who make laws which concern only the state of New York are called the legislature of the state of New York. Those who make laws which concern only the state of Massachusetts are called the General Court of Massachusetts. But laws which concern all the states, or more states than one, are made by the Congress of the United States. But if even the Congress itself should make a law which is contrary to the Constitution, must the people obey it? No. Who is to determine whether any law is contrary to the Constitution or no? The people themselves? No, but certain persons whom they have appointed, called judges of the Supreme Court of the United States. Do the members of Congress of the United States all meet together in one assembly when they make the law? No, they meet in two separate assemblies, one which is called the Senate and the other which is called the House of Representatives. Who choose the persons who shall be members of the House of Representatives? The people of all the different states, because the laws of Congress concern all the states and must be obeyed by all the people of this republic. Have boys a right to choose them? No, boys are too young. Are any other persons unfit? Yes. How is it determined who may and who may not choose them? By the laws of each state. Whoever is allowed to choose the members of the legislature of any state is also allowed by the Constitution to choose members of the House of Representatives of the United States. Some states allow one class of persons to choose, and other states allow a different class. Each state acts as it thinks best. This choice is called an election. How is it conducted? On a day fixed beforehand and publicly known, the people who are to choose and who are called voters meet at certain places called the polls. Here persons sit called inspectors who have certain boxes called ballot boxes before them, and each person who votes puts into a hole in the top of these boxes a piece of paper with the names of the persons whom he chooses written or printed on it. These pieces of paper are afterwards examined and counted by the inspectors, who keep a written account of the names voted for and the numbers of votes given by the people for each. The persons having the greatest number of votes are chosen. There are some slight differences in the mode of holding elections in the different states, but it is the same in every important particular. Are the times, places, and manner of holding these elections fixed by Congress? No, they have thus far been left to be regulated by each state for itself, but Congress may fix them if it thinks fit. 2 minutes left. Okay. Suppose a dispute should arise concerning an election, and one person shall declare that he has been fairly chosen, while another denies it and insists that he himself has been chosen. Who has the power to settle the dispute? A dispute between persons who claim a seat in the House of Representatives can be determined only by the House of Representatives. A dispute between persons claiming a seat in the Senate can be settled by the Senate only. Such disputes frequently arise. When a person is chosen to be a member of the House of Representatives, how long does he continue so? For 2 years. When the 2 years have expired, may he be chosen again? Yes. Suppose he dies before the time is out. Another is chosen in his stead for the rest of the time. How old must a person be before he can be chosen a member of the House of Representatives? 25 years old. May a person be chosen who has just come into the United States and who is subject of some other country? That means who is bound to obey the laws of some other country. No, any person to be chosen a member of our House of Representatives must either have been born in the United States or must have been naturalized 7 years before he is chosen. Naturalized, what does that mean? A person who is born in another country and comes to live in this is not owned as a citizen of the United States till he has lived among us a certain time. And then, after knowing something of our laws and customs, has taken a solemn oath to obey the government. He is then admitted as a citizen of our republic. This is called his naturalization. And when once naturalized, he is allowed to choose the rulers and do all other things, the same as if he had been born among us. May the people of one state choose a person who is an inhabitant of another state to be a member of the House of Representatives? No, he must live in the state where he is chosen. How many persons may be chosen by each state as members of the House of Representatives? The number of representatives of any state is in proportion to the number of people in the state. At present, every 40,000 people send one representative, but this has been and may be altered with the increase of the number of people. And it is 10:16. I've completed my 10-minute Constitution blast. Thank you guys for being here. I'm trying to keep it really simple and easy on myself so that I will continue to do it and not burn out. And I do have some stuff on Humble. I was thinking I may come back and do a stream later today. It's winter. Things are slowing down. The garden's done. I'm kind of getting ready to hang out with you guys a lot more. Oh, and I know. I thought that was strange. I thought that was strange too. So anyway, I don't know what's going on with that poop show out there in the world today, but I know I'm focusing on what I need to focus on, and I hope you guys do too. Peace out. What's the saying? God, family, country. Take good care.